Now, KEZI 9 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Colin Deaver. After a dramatic day yesterday, Brian Bennett is still a Duck. He sat out practice yesterday, then met with Chip Kelly, and ultimately decided to stay in Eugene. According to Bennett, Kelly didn't have to talk him out of transferring. They just had to, quote, get on the same page. It sounded like an emotional few days for Bennett.
It wasn't an easy time for me. You know, obviously, a lot of people maybe back at home or whatever, or calling, you should transfer, you should do this, you should do that, or, you know, but like I said, essentially this is it's all up to me and what I need and what I want.
Bennett said there were people back home telling him to transfer, while his teammates here were trying to convince him to stay. Ultimately, he said the decision was his and he didn't transfer because he couldn't leave his teammates. And a few of his teammates that know him best say they never doubted that he'd stay.
Was there any part of you that was worried yesterday?
Not at all.
You knew he was coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? I
just know Brian.
I just knew that he would never leave us as a team. He knows how important he is to this team, and I know how much he loves us.
I mean, if we want to do what we want to do, we need Brian here. And, you know, I think that the excitement in the locker room, or the excitement of the guys when they all found out that Brian was staying was, you know, it was pretty obvious.
On to the Beavers. Tropical Storm Isaac is threatening Oregon State's season opener against Nicholls State on Saturday. The school's campus is shut down right now because of the storm, and Nicholls State is supposed to fly out on Friday morning. But if they can't, then the game could be pushed back to Sunday or Monday. The schools will meet tomorrow night to make a final decision. Otherwise, it's business as usual for the Beavs until then. Stephen Nelson was in Corvallis and gives us a look at a fun bond between two teammates.
Two guys that Oregon State fans are looking forward to seeing this weekend, starting running back Storm Woods and wide receiver Brandon Cooks, two of the offense's biggest weapons and two of the closest friends.
That's like my brother, you know, me and Brandon are real close. That's a lifelong friend, lifelong brother.
It started at the beginning of camp when they had the same haircut.
I got mine first because he was nervous, so I sent him a picture and then he got his.
And now they have the same hair color.
It originally started when me and Brandon were watching Juice, the movie with Tupac in it, and we liked his haircut, so we decided to get it. And he said, let's dye our stuff. It's like, what?
The closeness of their friendship has opened them up to some good-natured ribbing from teammates, but also has drawn admiration from the coaching staff.
And they're pretty goofy together, but I'm not as close with those two as they are with each other.
They're hilarious, you know, it's like everyone gives them a hard time and they don't even care. That's how close they are. They're just great friends. And Storm's always telling everybody how much faster Cookie is than Wheaton, and it's kind of fun because they're both young players in our program and they're both good players.
They are close, but that doesn't mean they don't like to compete.
Push-ups at night, we're very competitive. Eating, we're very competitive. You know, last night we see who did the most push-ups. And then I think on our bye week, we're going to go challenge each other to a swim contest. He think he can swim better than me.
Woods is a redshirt freshman and Cooks is a true sophomore, so they're in the same class. They're also roommates, and they're both really good at catching the football. Reporting in Corvallis, Stephen Nelson, KEZI 9 Sports.
And if you want more Ducks and Beavers, we've got it for you tonight. Our hour-long college football game day preseason special debuts at 8 p.m. prime time, right after the Republican National Convention, right here on KEZI 9. That's your Check with Sports. I'm Colin Deaver. Have a nice evening.